Welcome back to the channel. I am excited to share my review of the Space Ace Dedicated Edition Replicade from New Wave Toys. Now, before we get into the unboxing and review, let's get a little bit of history on this cabinet and the two variants that they actually offer through New Wave Toys. Here from TNT Amusements is Todd Tuckey talking a little bit about the conversion cab.
Ace was part 2 of Cinematronics' huge hit Dragon's Lair. This is one of the kits to convert your Dragon's Lair. It consisted of a control panel, a marquee, 5 chips, govern the moves that you make during the game. Everything else stayed the same. Now, the LV1000 Frank?
Something like that.
So you had to have the commercial grade player, which is what this is here.
LV1000.
Yep, that's what it is. Now, the record.
Here is some footage of the dedicated cab, which as you can see had its own unique design and some cool features that actually weren't a part of the conversion kit. One thing you may have noticed that's kind of special about the dedicated as well is that the difficulty selection is actually on the scoreboard, so you can see it listed off there on the left-hand side. Space Ace is definitely different than Dragon's Lair in the sense that it feels like there's a lot more move sequences, or maybe it's just at a much faster pace, which makes it feel that way. As someone who's played a lot of both games, I definitely will say that this one feels more challenging and faster paced. I would like to remind everyone that this unit was sent to me for review by New Wave Toys, and all the thoughts and opinions expressed within this video are my own, and no one from New Wave Toys reviewed this video prior to release. As usual, they've done a beautiful job with the packaging, and I just love the detail that they always put into the outside of the box. You can just tell that there is a lot of passion and love that goes into the production of these things and the design. This is one of the things that I really appreciate about New Wave Toys and what they do at this scale especially. As with Dragon's Lair Overhaul Edition, you get your instruction manual, your coins, 4 extra colors for your joystick ball tops, as well as the mini LaserDisc that's going to go in our LDV1000 LaserDisc player. Taking a look at the outside, you can see that it's pretty much identical to the full-size dedicated cab that I showed you guys earlier, and they just did such an incredible job. The setup in the back is the same as Dragon's Lair Overhaul Edition. You have your USB-C, 2 USB ports, and your HDMI out along with your volume knob. The Cinematronic branding on the coin door looks great, and the coin doors don't accept coins, but they do work great, just like all the ones that we've been getting on these previous releases. The scoreboard and speakers are placed perfectly, and everything looks great. The control panel is beautiful. So let's give it a go here and see how everything actually looks and plays.
There's Boy's ship.
Come in, are you okay?
Oh, sure.
For as small as everything is, the game plays wonderfully and the controls are easy to use. Now I'm sure your mileage will vary depending on the size of your hands and whatnot, but for me it's definitely a smooth experience. In the back here we've got our LaserDisc player storage where our LDV1000 LaserDisc player replica goes. Now, of course, this thing has beautiful fine details and you can actually open it up and put your LaserDisc inside of it. It really is the fine details that make these tiny replicas so cool and fun.
Oh, far out.
So you can screen mirror on these, which means that this will work with their Spectate monitor whenever New Wave Toys does release that. The video quality of screen mirroring actually looks a little bit better to me than the Dragon's Lair Overhaul Edition. It's also important to note that you can switch audio sources between HDMI and the cabinet. Here are some of the differences between these two cabinets that they offer. as well as some of the features that you will get with both of them. It's also worth mentioning, because I didn't mention it before, that the coin door does open and close. I'm going to throw up a little snap here from their website so that you guys can see the pricing as well as what the two cabs look like side by side. I really like the features that are offered with this cab. I think it's very cool that they actually have both models to choose from, and that they put so much time and detail into making sure that they look like the original arcade versions. If you are a collector of these new wave toy cabs, I do not think that you are going to be disappointed with either of these at all. And the dedicated version is a beautiful representation of what the original was. I'd like to thank New Wave Toys for giving me the opportunity to review this cab, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to support the channel by leaving a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And until next time, I'll see you guys then.